What's happening? And welcome back to another episode of the Account for Your Life podcast. This is Jay Moore, the Healthy Accountant, helping you to account for your life. What an awesome and incredible Tuesday morning, July the 16th, 2024. I hope, you are feeling amazing. And I hope that, you really feel like there's a pull, there's something happening in your life that you want to change. So today, the conversation that we're opening up is how to change your reality. And I specifically was thinking about at least one person. There's one person that this message is for today, and I'm praying that this message gets to you because you may be thinking about your reality and wondering, man, there's no way out. I don't know what to do. I'm not sure how to get to where I want to go. I know that there's a calling on my life. I know that I have a gift and I know that I have a purpose, and yet the reality that I'm experiencing is not really helping me. It's not taking me to where I want to go. And so today's message, which I think maybe not as long, but I think it's going to be impactful for that person. And that person just needs to know one thing. Here's the one thing. You can always change directions. This is the first thing that, we're going to understand today when we're talking about changing our reality. What is reality? That's a question. What is reality? Reality is the manifestation, and this is my esoteric definition, nothing written down, nothing that I looked up. Reality is a manifestation of all the things that we experience and see. That's my understanding of what reality is. So everything that I'm experiencing, at some point, it was not here. At some point, it was invisible. At some point, and I'm going to explain this, and I'm going to explain this in detail and exactly what I mean. It wasn't available to me until it was. So about 2 years ago, I set out to redo my office. My reality was of one way. I saw my office. It was, it had things going on, and I started seeing it a different way. I wanted it a different way. I'm pressing. I'm like, yo, this has to happen. I made a move. I actually made a move to make the change, meaning I said, I'm going to change my office. I called my contractor. I asked him to come by. He came and told me, oh, flooring is going to be this. Painting is going to be this. Crown molding is going to be this. Lighting is going to be this. New electrical outlet's going to be this. He gives me the price. Great. I start removing all the stuff out of my office. I said, oh, you know what? Because this is what I know. You got to start moving in the direction of the reality you desire so you can get it. And I'm moving in the direction of the reality that I desire. And I'm going to tell you in detail, like how you get tripped up on these realities. So here it was. I'm moving in the direction of the reality. I said, you know what? I had bookshelves. But they were two different bookshelves. I want new bookshelves when I get them. I didn't know which ones. I didn't know which ones I wanted. This is a clue. You got to know exactly what you want. You got to know exactly what you desire. But I didn't know what I want. I said, but you know what? Let me see if I can sell the bookshelves. So I put the bookshelves on Facebook Marketplace. Somebody saw one of them, said, I want it. They came by, they picked it. I didn't even sell it to them. I gave it to them. I took all the books off. I put them in boxes. I had one bookcase left. No one bought that one. So I kept it, and the books were still on it. Here lies one of the first problems. I did not get rid of something that needed to go. So here it is. I said, well, I'll keep this bookshelf and I'll keep the books on it. But those books needed to come off, but I never took them off. And then I started no one bought the bookshelf. And now I'm not saying this, but I'm thinking it. No one bought the bookshelves, and what am I going to do? And okay, so what am I going to do next? Well, I need a certain amount of money to get it. It's going to cost me this, going to cost me this. And I started focusing on the wrong thing. Here's what I focused on. What I did not have. Number two. You cannot focus on what you don't have. If you focus on what you don't have, by default, you get what you don't have. Guys, if we're going to change our realities, and I'm telling a story about a reality that I wanted to change that I didn't change. It was changing my office. I'm halfway through it. Gonna have to catch the beginning to catch all of it. And here it was. I was focusing on what I didn't have, which was, man, I need to get the money to, do the office. And I don't have the money. I don't have the money. I don't have the, where am I get the money? And I'm so focused on what I didn't have. I wasn't really focused on getting the reality that I wanted. See, the reality that you desire, yeah, you don't have it. Don't focus on that. Go for it. Go towards it. All right. I'm going to make this plain, and I'm going to make a bold prediction. And I'm going to tell you why I'm going to make this bold prediction today, because it's important for all of us to make bold predictions. This is something that I learned from my cousin. Not specifically the thing, but something about his life that I learned from him that I said that I would implement. So I got stuck. I got hung up. And I said, well, I guess it'll happen whenever it happens. And do you know it happened whenever it happened? It didn't happen for 2 years. My office was in shambles. I had boxes all over the place, papers, it just was messed up. And one day I woke up from that sleep. See, when you want to change your reality, you probably need to get a compelling vision of what the new reality would be like. See, these are things that happen in the Bible. It's just that the stories are told way different. I can imagine Abraham wanting a new reality. See, his name is Abram, but not Abraham yet. And so Abram is his name was High Father. And yet he's the High Father with no children. So imagine his name is his shame. He's ashamed of his name because he has no children. His wife is barren. She's not having kids. And here it is. He's 75 years old. I can almost imagine if the story was told properly. When I say properly, the way that many people could understand. Now, Abram had a great desire for children. Now, Abram, thought to himself that wouldn't it be amazing? And he had a vision. He had a vision of an abundant life. He had a vision of a life with not just children, but families upon families upon families coming out of his loins. And Abraham knew this was possible. And so Abraham realized that my name is my shame. So therefore I must leave where I am. I must change my reality. I must leave the place that I call home so that I can go towards the home that I know that I desire. Now, in the Bible, it says that God calls Abraham. And yes, God calls us through a vision. God calls us through a dream. God calls us in a way that only we could understand. And so when God calls Abraham, he saw his compelling new reality before him and said, that is enough that I could give up what I have for where I'd like to be. And so Abraham left everything for this new reality. See, the new reality it's like, when we, as faith-driven entrepreneurs, we read the Bible and all we hear is spiritual speak and biblical speak. We're not hearing like the practicality of it. And if we would hear the practicality of it, me included, if we would hear the practicality of what the Bible is teaching us, it just means that you want to change your reality, go towards what you actually desire. Go towards it. Figure out what that is. And the day that I woke up one day and I says, my reality for this office is not the office that I have. It's the office that I desire. Called my contract that day. When can you come back? Come by today. Come on by. All right, cool. When can you start? And the next day, come on, get started. Now, here's the thing. I wasn't even focused on, how much I didn't care how much it cost. Didn't matter. Well, Jay, maybe you had the money at the time. Well, here's the thing. I could have used the money for something else. I could have made up an excuse to say that, hey, you know what? I don't know if I want to use that money right now. I didn't do that. Well, you know what? Now you're not going to have any place to work. I don't care. I just work in the dining room. I'll work upstairs and I'll work somewhere in the house. It doesn't matter. I don't need this. I'm just going to work wherever I can. Well, now that you're getting the office done, don't you? Now your house is going to be in shambles. And which my house was in shambles. I don't care. Well, that just means it. Oh, wow, this gives me an opportunity. Guys, when you want to change your reality and all of a sudden chaos ensues, you get an opportunity to do something different. Here's the opportunity we got. We got a great opportunity to get rid of so many things. We packed up a whole U-Haul, at least a 15-foot U-Haul, and got rid of all the stuff that we did not have any use for. And look, at the end, could you have given away some of this stuff? Probably could have. That would have taken more work. And the thing is, look, we want to get it done. We don't want our reality to be held up because of something else. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to see if I can sell some of this stuff. Put it on Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace is really, really popular now. So there's so many things on there that your stuff just doesn't get seen. I remember put stuff on there and immediately they would sell. Now, not so much. Oh, a couple of days? Oh, well, all this stuff's got to go. I'm changing my reality because of a compelling reality that I desire. Get rid of everything. Go online. Let me go find the desk that I actually desire. A desk that can come up and down. I can stand up now. I don't have to sit down. I stand up more than I sit now. Literally every day, I'm mostly standing up. Which that's what I want. I want to be standing up. I don't want to be static all day long. I want my body to be strong. I want my knees to be strong. So I said, let me create an environment just like that. And here it is. Then we ordered all the stuff, got new bookshelves. Oh, this is exactly the way I want it. Now, I wound up having to, a couple of things that didn't work out the way we wanted when just in the ordering process, going back and forth. But you know what? At the end, this is exactly what I wanted. And the reality that we experienced changed. Just changed. So how does one change it? For real. You got to make a decision. The decision is your prediction. Say that with me. My decision is my prediction. When you make a decision, you have an awesome, incredible opportunity to predict your compelling future. Don't just choose something. Find something that literally feels like it's changing your life. And so what I realized is that every day, my job is to change a life every day, save a life every day. And this podcast is where I'll do it. I will save a life every day. At least one. I don't even have to know who they are. They don't even have to tell me who they are, but I know that the words coming out of my mouth are not mine, and they are for somebody to find them. This is the Account for Your Life podcast. This is the only place on the internet where someone can literally transform in a day. You can transform in a day listening to this podcast, watching this podcast. Because every day there's going to be something about your life that's going to be spoken over that literally can pull you out of the gutter. That's my bold prediction today. That every day a life will change as a result of this podcast. It may be one of the shorts that we do. Because the podcast is then broken up into shorts, and those shorts get distributed all over Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and YouTube and all those places, LinkedIn. Somebody's life will change. See, reality is something that we control. Say that with me. I control my reality. You control your reality. Doesn't matter. Like I'm sitting here thinking about my reality. I says, whatever I desire is mine. I don't have to wonder. I don't have to get into like scarcity and lack and, and fear and anxiety. I don't have to do any of those things because things come towards me. All the things that I know that I need, all the things I know that I want, they come to me, not because I'm just a good person. They come to me because I'm a conduit for those things. I'm a conduit for good ideas. I'm a conduit for amazing business. I'm a conduit for helping people. I'm a conduit for all manner of amounts of money. I'm a conduit for those things because those things need to flow through me and to me in order to make this world better. See, changing your reality is something that you can control. You can control it. Look, I don't want to hear nothing about, I don't have the opportunities. I don't know if I have all the time to put in, Jay. Oh, I don't know if I have the resources. I don't know if, if I have the skills. I don't know if I have what it takes. I don't want to hear nothing about that. Look, you can change your reality by changing your reality and changing your mind about what it is you thought about yesterday. Say, you know what? Yesterday is gone and today is the day. Today is the day that my life changed. Today is the day when I look at Abraham's life and I say, Abraham, wow, Abraham got a vision. It was compelling. And as he got this vision, he left everything, gave it all up. And thereafter, literally in the next chapter, it says, now Abraham was very rich in cattle, in silver, and in gold. Really? You tell me I can get rich just by changing my reality? You can get rich. You can get whatever it is you desire by changing your reality. Let's let's put a cap on this today. Today you are faced with a huge obstacle in your life. And that obstacle, I don't know what it is. I don't know what, I'm not even going to act like I know what it is. I don't know what it is. But one thing I do know, most of the obstacles that people face, most of them are somewhere tied to money. Just about. I don't know a percentage. I wish I had one. But many of the obstacles are money. That means then, if you can solve, like yesterday we talked about this, so just go back to yesterday's on the homework that you got. You can solve money problems with money. So that means if we don't have enough or we need more, then that means we need to become more valuable. How can you become more valuable? Tomorrow we'll talk about that. Tomorrow we'll talk about becoming more valuable than you've ever been so that somebody else gets what they want. Because when someone else gets what they want, you get what you want. You get what you desire. So tomorrow we'll get into becoming more valuable. But we know that we would like our reality to change. And so today, just go and look into the future. Look into the future and make a bold prediction. Don't make a bold prediction about what you think you can do. Make a bold prediction about something that seems impossible to you. Because when it's impossible to you, we know it's not impossible for him. God can do all things, right? He can do exceedingly, abundantly, more than you can ask or think. God can go beyond who you are to do whatever it is that needs to be done. God bless you today as you look to change your reality. And I know that when your reality changes, your life will change, your family will change, your church will change, your business will change, everything around you will change. God bless you guys, and I will see you on the next episode. Peace.
This has been the Account for Your Life podcast with your host, the healthy accountant himself, Jay Moore. Until next time, make it a great day.